This is a winter weather alert. You are watching 13 on your side.
Hey there, West Michigan. Hope you're having a great into your weekend. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens. Winter weather aiming at West Michigan as we head into Monday, likely to bring accumulating snowfall and high travel impacts, especially along the lake shore as that system moves through. We'll have the latest on those winter conditions coming up. But first, take a look at how things will be changing ahead of that weather. A big drop in temperatures is on the way. We're seeing temperatures today that were in the 40s across the region. That a bullseye with forecast. Told you 46, hit 46. Tomorrow, those temperatures will fall. That's why 13 weather ball is lit up in blue as those cooler temperatures are in view, and that weather ball is blinking bright as the snow is in sight.
The 13 weather ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
And speaking of those temperatures, they're still mild, at least for the next several hours tonight. We're going to stick with rain until we head past midnight. Temperatures as of 7:30 in the 40s across West Michigan, with rain reported in Ionia, in Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, and Kalamazoo. Once the winds start to shift to a more northwesterly flow, cold air moves in, and coming with it comes those chances for snow. Winds out there this evening around 5 to 15 miles per hour. These will get breezier as we head through tonight, and we should expect windy conditions by tomorrow. You can see the change in the wind direction between now and early Monday morning. It's that northwesterly flow that brings in the cold air and the chance for lake effect snow. Look at the gusts, though, up to 30 to 40 plus as we head throughout the day tomorrow. That could result in whiteout conditions, especially for areas along 196 south of Holland and US 31 on the lakeshore. Those will be areas to watch for high travel impacts. As far as the hourly planner goes, that shift from rain to snow happens before sunrise. It's all snow after that, with windy and snowy conditions expected throughout most of the day on Monday before these rounds of lake effect enhanced snow come to an end as we head into early Tuesday. Impacts out there between now and 7 a.m. Monday, not a ton. We'll see the best chance for travel disruption down to the southwest. That will increase in intensity as we head from Monday into early Tuesday. Expect to see some slow travel, possible whiteout conditions, and possible some blowing, drifting snow for areas along 196, again, Allegan County through Van Buren down into Berrien County. Also, again, along US 31, especially north of Muskegon. As of this evening, though, again, like we've been saying, it's still just the rain, but it's what's to the northwest that will come our way. You see that system working its way through Wisconsin, the winds coming with it as it travels across Lake Michigan. It'll be enhanced by that moisture of the lake. That's why we do have winter weather advisories in effect for the counties in purple from 4 a.m. Monday morning until 4 a.m. Tuesday morning. Winter storm warning impacting portions of Van Buren, Berrien, and Cass counties. That'll be from 4 a.m. until 4 a.m. Tuesday as well. So expect some heavier impacts the further southwest you go. The latest hour-by-hour forecast shows that transition from the light scattered showers to a rain-snow mix as we head through about 2-3 a.m. Once we head toward 4, 5, 6 a.m., that's when we're into pretty much just snow, and we'll wake up to widespread snow showers across the region. Watch out for the winds with these. You may see reduced visibilities with blowing snow at times throughout Monday morning. Once the big widespread snow goes away, that's when we get into lake effect territory, and there's two areas we're watching. One up to the north, again, portions of Oceana, Mason County into northern Muskegon, and the other down, especially in this corridor here, from western Allegan County down into Van Buren County, where the heaviest snowfall is expected to fall. This snow continues into Monday evening and even early Tuesday before it finally comes to an end, and we'll be back to quiet weather by the time we head towards sunrise Tuesday and into Tuesday afternoon. But it'll be cold Tuesday, so the snow doesn't melt immediately, though we should see some melting by the end of the week. As far as the timing of the snow, by noon Monday, could already see an inch in some spots under the heaviest lake effect bands. Once we get into the afternoon, it's really only the lake effect contributing to additional accumulation. You can see the numbers rising up to the northwest and especially down to the southwest. Those numbers keep rising into early Tuesday, with the hardest impacts expected again in Van Buren County. As far as our forecast here at 13 on your side, what we're thinking is most areas here in the light blue will only pick up about an inch. Areas once you get into the lake effect bands, though, that quickly increases. Look at the change here from 2+ to 6+ as we head toward portions of south of South Haven. That's where we could again get the heaviest snowfall. And in fact, I would be willing to bet we'll see totals well over 6 inches under some of those heaviest bands down to the south. It's really going to be one of those wait and see kind of things, because you could be getting quite a bit of snow where you're at, drive a couple miles up the road, and that number could drop drastically, as it usually does with these lake effect events. When it comes to temperatures out there, it's going to be a cold one too. We'll be in the 30s out there for highs tomorrow with the winds coming through. Those temperatures up to the north also in the 30s. Not much change for Grand Rapids, high 34. Temperature down in Kalamazoo 35. These highs happen early in the day, falling through the afternoon. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. That shows temperatures that stay in the 30s through Tuesday, but then we are right back up there into the 40s as we head toward Wednesday this week. In fact, heading toward the first day of winter, we're looking at temperatures that will be in the low 40s, with temperatures that continue to climb as we head into the weekend. Mid 40s for Saturday and Sunday. Those temperatures, even for Christmas Day, reach up to as high as 48, with rain expected by the evening. We'll have to keep a close eye, though, on the snow chances. That's definitely the biggest impact day of our forecast. And with the hazardous weather on the way arriving tomorrow, Consumers Energy is preparing for possible power outages. The utility company says they have staged over 180 crews to respond to any outages. Consumers Energy is reminding people to stay at least 25 feet away from downed power lines and anything they are touching. Report down lines by calling 911 and then Consumers Energy at 1-800-477-5050. You can also keep up to date on the latest West Michigan alerts and the winter weather in real time by downloading the 13 on your side weather app. You'll be able to see current conditions, the upcoming forecast, and radar. It's free to download in the App Store and Google Play. You can also text the word weather, 616-559-1310. And the holidays, of course, they're quickly approaching, and for many that means they want to show their appreciation to those around them, including postal workers. But Brandon Lewis from our Verify team looks into whether or not mail carriers can even accept those gifts of appreciation.
About 1 in 3 Americans gets a gift for their letter carrier around the holidays. But Verify viewer Rod emailed us to ask if carriers are legally allowed to accept them. So Rod, let's verify. Our sources are the U.S. Postal Service and the Office of Government Ethics. The federal government has strict rules about gifts from customers. The USPS says carriers can only accept gifts worth $20 or less. They can't accept cash or gift cards that can be used as cash, like those issued by banks, but store or restaurant gift cards are okay. Office of Government Ethics guidelines say modest amounts of food, like offering a coffee and donut, don't count towards the limit. So, yes, letter carriers are legally allowed to accept gifts if it's under $20 and not cash. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
And speaking of deliveries this holiday season, when you're not shopping local, you're likely turning to Amazon for your holiday gifts. 13 on your side's Liana Murillo went to a West Michigan Amazon fulfillment center to show us how our precious packages actually reach your door on time.
This Amazon fulfillment center, located in Caledonia, fulfills nearly 1 million units of products per day. And when we enter the holiday season, this number only grows larger.
It's a huge volume adjustment for this time of year.
Moss says they start preparing for the high demand during the summer. The center normally has a staff of nearly 2,500 employees, but during the holiday season, even more people are brought in.
Right here in Grand Rapids, we were able to hire at over 600 additional associates.
So what goes into making sure your Christmas present makes it to your door in time?
From the time you click purchase on the website, we have to stow the product.
I got to help with this part. The yellow drive or robot brings the product to you and lights up the item needed. You then scan the item and put it in the appropriate bin.
And that's how the system knows that the item is now there, available to be sold. Then they're going to go on this overhead conveyance, and they're going to head to the other side of the building where we pack them.
Once everything is packed up, a label is made. Each box has a label on it that gets scanned, then the system creates a shipping label in seconds. That brings us to the final step for the fulfillment center.
What's happening is this machine is scanning it and then diverting it down these slides in the back, and then that leads to a dock door where there's a truck.
Moss says the long process is all worth it. knowing their facility is making an impact on the community.
And, when you look at the packages and the things that we're shipping, you can tell that there's somebody's Christmas gift. There's some story behind every single package, and it's really cool this time of year to connect and see the impact that a business like this can have on the area.
And one way you can show your appreciation for services is with the new Amazon Thank My Driver program. To do this, just go to Amazon.com and search Thank My Driver. The first 2 million thank yous will send $5 to the driver at no cost to you. And speaking of holiday shopping tonight, a new warning about gift card scams. The National Retail Federation says gift card spending is expected to be at $29.3 billion this season. ABC's Laura Spencer explains what you need to know about the scams.
There is a scratch tab that's at the top of the card that you scratch away that has a code on it.
This morning, officials with a new warning for holiday shoppers about gift card scams.
A community member that was trying to return a gift card or try to get their money back on a gift card because they found that it was cut.
The latest incident in California prompting officers to take to social media, showing how this scam works.
And what they do is they heat up these envelopes to where they can open them as carefully as they can, remove the card, and actually cut the top of the card off.
That top of the card holding the code that gives a person access to the amount of money put on it. The thief then puts the gift card back in the envelope, reseals it, and places it back on shelves. Nicole Randall from Ohio says in 2021, she bought her husband a $100 Amazon gift card for Christmas, but when they opened the packaging, the card was cut in half.
There was a small slit in the side of the jacket, the Amazon jacket, and what they did was they slid in that small barcode to the other half of card that they had, and then put it right over top the actual card that was in their barcode. So then when we scanned it and loaded the money, it actually was put on the gift card that the other scammer had the other half of.
And that's just one way gift card scams work. The New Britain Township Police Department in Pennsylvania reporting more than 100 gift cards were recently compromised at a local grocery store. This time, scammers tampering with the protective cover in the store to get the number off the back of the card. Police warning shoppers to be on the lookout this holiday season.
Either feel for the entire card, it should be the same size as a credit card, or with the permission of the store, when you go up to purchase these, as you're purchasing them, remove them from these folders.
And with Christmas just days away, many are eagerly awaiting what presents they'll get from Santa. But this year, Mr. and Mrs. Claus are also getting their own holiday gifts. 13 on your side's Lauren Baker tells us why.
You know the face all too well. From the red suit to the white beard, Santa Claus is a staple here in the Grand Rapids area. For 22 years,
I've realized now that I was born to be Santa.
Craig Haybarker has been putting smiles on kids' faces and delivering gifts to good boys and good girls. For all of those years, he's been giving to others with no return. But this holiday season, it's time Santa and Miss Claus get their own holiday gifts.
Our first thing was no. We're in the policy of the business of helping others. To be honest, it's nice being recognized for the things that we do, and my wife and I have been involved in our community, not only as Santa, but in many other phases throughout our married life.
All Weather Seal Company has worked with Haybarker and his wife for years on projects, both for charity and their own home. When they found out their shower desperately needed repair,
the house was built in 1900.
They jumped right in and built them a new one for free.
When you spend most of your life giving yourself away and getting up underneath other people, that's pretty magical. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves, and when we have a chance to give back to somebody like that, it's special for us.
A special project for a special couple that will help continue to get them ready every holiday season for boys and girls in their community.
I'd like the kids to know Santa's here, he isn't going anyplace, and I look forward to seeing many more of them yet throughout the Christmas season up till Christmas.
And sticking with the positive Christmas spirit, Toys for Tots handed out gifts to families in need this Saturday. About 1,400 families were at the distribution day, with each child getting multiple toys in time for Christmas. Organizers say the community's support is helping make the holidays extra special for those in need.
Every kid is going to get a couple of toys. They're going to get a game. And we have some books to add to the mix, so it's been a really good year for our collections. This community has just opened its heart, and we're going to make sure that all these kids have a great Christmas.
This past week, 13 on Your Side hosted our School Spirit Challenge finale, which brought in over 10,000 toys donated by West Michigan schools. And finally tonight, check this out. You've probably seen some nice beards, but I doubt you've seen a beard that can do what this next guy's can. Joel Strasser just broke a world record for the most candy canes in a beard. He was able to fit 187 wrapped candy canes in there. It's not his first festive record either. Last year, he put 710 Christmas baubles in his beard, breaking his own record of 686. He holds 3 other Guinness World Records for fitting various items in his beard as well. You know, that's pretty impressive. I didn't even know there was a record for such a thing. Can't really fit much in my facial hair. It's a little thin. Either way, though, you've been updated on the latest forecast here in West Michigan, so make sure you're staying weather aware as those winter storms head our way. We'll keep you covered here on 13 on Your Side, 13 Plus, and of course, 13onyourside.com. For now, though, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.